Hello guys, welcome to C Learning with new video. In this video we will learn about DHCPv6. So DHCP is a dynamic host control protocol. It's the protocol that give automatically assign the IP addresses to the device. So we don't need to give the IP address to each device manually. So if we configure DHCP on device, so DHCP automatically give the IP address. All the devices get the IP address from that DHCP server. So in this video we learn about how to configure a DHCP v6 server. So in our previous videos we have learned about DHCP in IPv4. There were different modes in DHCP interface, DHCP global, where we make the DHCP pool, and other was the DHCP relay, where the DHCP server is present in an other network. So we access that DHCP server in our network. So that's why we use DHCP relay agent for automatically get the IP address. So in this video we learn about DHCP v6 server. So how to configure DHCP v6 server. So we make this router at DHCP v6 server. So this router automatically give the IP addresses to these PCs. We don't need to manually give the IP address as we uh, do in our last video, IPv6 basic, where we give the IP address to all the devices by going here in IPv6 configuration section, and we manually give the IP address. In this video we just select the DHCPv6 server, and automatically DHCP server will assign this IP address to these PCs. So let's go quickly toward the configuration of DHCPv6. So in this router, first of all we enable system view IPv6, because we are working on IPv6 environment. So we have to enable the IPv6 in router globally. So now DHCP, we have to enable DHCP. So DHCP is enabled. So now we have one option in DHCP v6, that DHCP v6 should, if you question mark, so you have the dude option ll and dude llt. So just select, this is ll, not 11. So ll, this is the protocol that used by DHCP v6 to recognize their client, and the client use this, suppose this PC use this option DHCP v6 to recognize their DHCP v6 server. This is the optional, you can use or you cannot use, it's upon you. So now we just make a IP pool on this router, this server, because we are making this router as a server. So we create a DHCP pool, DHCP v6 pool, and name of pool you can give any name. So I am giving that pool 1, this is the name, and here we have to give the network prefix, which network you want to assign in DHCP. So we want to assign this network. I have already mentioned that this network I want to assign. So this is the network. So we go in DHCP, address prefix, we have a command address prefix, and this address. Now we have to give the DNS IP, the DNS server which convert the IP address of different site into their name, and their name into different site. Like if we are using google.com, and DNS server will convert this google.com into google.com IP. So this is our DNS server. This is also an optional thing. So DNS server, domain name server, and we have to give the IP address of domain name. This is the IP address. Okay, just copy and paste, do a smart work. And also we have to exclude the IP address. So exclude IP address. So which IP address we want to exclude? This interface, this gateway IP, because this router will assign the one gateway IP to this interface. So this IP will not be assigned to any other, because this IP already been used. So we exclude this IP address. So just copy this and paste here and 1, no sorry, ABCD and double colon 1. So this is the IP address we assign to this interface. So we are excluding this IP from IP DHCP pool, so please don't give this IP to any other. Okay, so just yes, now our DHCP pool has been configured. Now we go in a specific interface and apply this our setting to that interface, so DHCP will configured. So we go in interface 000 because this is the 000 in this interface of router, and first of all we give the IP address DHCP IPv6 enable, and then IPv6 address. What is the IPv6 address to this interface? This that we exclude. Okay, with the prefix 64. Okay, now we give the DHCP pool, assign this DHCP pool to this interface of router, that this interface use the DHCP pool to assign IP address to devices connected to this gateway. Okay, so we have a command DHCPv6 pool, DHCPv6 server, and the pool name pool 1. Okay, now we configure DHCP. Now we go in devices, just select DHCPv6 and go in command prompt, just do ipconfig, so it will automatically get the IP address. You can see here IPv6 address, and it get the IPv6 2001 ABCD/2/1 was on gateway. This was the /1 on gateway, and here it get this PC get /2, not /1. Okay, here let's see IP config. So you can see here this device get this IP address, and here we go IP config. So you can ping these PCs with gateway and other. So just ping, if you ping this gateway 1, so it will be reachable. If you want to give the neighbor PCs PC2 PC3, so you can also to itself IP. If you want to ping this, so you can also ping this device, this 3. If you want to ping 4, so it also be reachable, because this is on the same network, and the double colon 4 is the IP address of this PC. So that's all about the DHCP server, and that's how we configure DHCPv6 server. There are many other ways to configure DHCPv6 server. So in our next video we will learn about the other ways of configuring DHCPv6. So thank you very much, hope you like the video. Please subscribe.